filming without the sun in our eyes for the first time
in
a long time.
Good evening, everybody. Well, I don't get to say that very often because I go to bed at 9 o'clock. But it is evening time out here in beautiful northeast Washington. And well, we are hiking into a mine. And we're coming out here in the evening for a very specific reason. This is a mine that we've been to before. It has autunite, which is a radioactive mineral. It's uranium. Technically, at this locality, it is Meta-Autunite, so it's like dehydrated, whatever. Still very, very cool. Well, it is very, very fluorescent. And well, now we have two UV lights. We have this big UV beast. Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. There we go. There we got the UV beast. And then we have this smaller Stymac Engineering. Got this guy. Okay. So we have two different lights. One has 3 LEDs. One has 1 LED. And it should be a lot of fun. When we came out here in the past, we came out in the daytime, which that's just not ideal. Yeah, we found some cool stuff, but it's not ideal. That's why we're out here in the evening. It is hunting season. Sarah's got her safety vest on. Mine's hanging on my backpack. You can kind of see it back there. You know, mid-September, you got to do that. This is an interesting mine. So if you are at all concerned about radioactive minerals, I would highly recommend the book, Here Be Dragons, The Care and Feeding of Radioactive Specimens. It is free. I'll put a link down below this video to it. I would really recommend it. Radioactive minerals can be collected, stored, enjoyed, looked at, and you're not gonna die of cancer. You have to keep in mind shielding, length of exposure, and basically that. You know. So otherwise, we're pretty good. I will walk out here and show you the mine. Oh, real quick. You can't just come out here, right? We both have permits. We bought permits to be on this land doing this thing. So it's not public.
Yes, but you can still go to it.
Yeah, you just got to buy a permit. It's $4 per person per day, which that's good. Yeah, $4. This is why we never do shots like this. And here we are. This mine here, if you want to get the full story about this place, I would highly recommend going and checking out Patrick Donahue's video essay on the uranium of Washington. He goes more in depth about this place than I ever could here. But the basics of it was that it was started in the mid-50s. I think the mid-50s was the first kind of real exploration here of this site. There we go, we're flashing already.
Oh, wow.
So these lights that we're using, these are both filtered 365 nanometer lights. A little piece right there. Maybe walk around and, yeah, okay, so you can kind of see there's lots of little bits. Just kind of see pieces flashing.
What size are you looking for?
We're gonna head up.
That it stays green.
Yeah, so it is yellow.
Or whatever.
Yeah, very cool. I'd like to find some slightly larger pieces down there's the kind of gross little pond. And in here, it definitely looks like there's contact zone. So Sarah's coming here with the big UV light, and we'll just kind of start checking some of the rocks in here and see if we can find any. This is very steep in here, by the way. Camera's not doing it justice. It's interesting how plant matter, natural things, mosses, lichens, can fluoresce under the light. But I'm not really seeing that neon green popping out here in this area. Here, what do you got? Oh yeah, that's a good piece.
Some of it just breaks. Is that connected? No, that's just like a little tiny. I mean, you don't really want like a flake like that.
That's fine. Yeah, we can collect some little pieces.
I don't know. It's bigger. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to go around and collect some here.
They look more significant on the ground than in the cup.
They're still quite cool.
I've got some smaller flakes if you want them.
Yeah, here's the cup and the... Oh, wow. So, there's a... Yeah, don't aim it at your vest. There's a ton right in here. We've definitely collected a fair amount. Not bad. Not a fair amount, I guess. Enough little pieces to take them back and look at them under the microscope and enjoy them. It'd be nice to find a plastic jar that doesn't fluoresce, I guess.
Yeah, the blue's a little distracting.
Yeah. Your socks really show up.
Yeah. It's like nothing behind us.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But
So, I mean, the mine is closed. Like, this, it wasn't just this pit. Like, it went underground.
yeah. No, don't crumble. Broke a little.
It's okay. We'll get some nice little pieces here. Yeah, the hillside
Yeah, it goes
is
all the way up. Huh.
sparkling.
Interesting. Well, it's like if you go down further, the brush is all decayed on it and there's not as much.
I think this piece is worth collecting.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty big.
I feel like that's like actually just a rock. Oh, there you go.
Can you get it, or tweezers?
Here, you take the camera. Very cool. It's a nice piece. I'm happy with that. Watch it set. You like set down. It's like right.
They're very fragile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Huh.
I put my headlamp on, and it doesn't look like anything's really there.
Huh.
It's like maybe little pieces of plastic,
Oh.
like ultra fine something, like a clay pigeon, perhaps.
Yeah, there's some if you go up higher, like here, there's a little road here,
Yeah.
and you can see it just got to have like freshly exposed dirt versus stuff that's been grown over for years.
Well, we don't need to walk into the woods.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's worth it.
Okay, let's see what we got real quick. Hold that. There we go, that's good. Very nice. I'm happy with that. We got that nice one big flake, and I'm sure we got some nice perfect little flakes in there. Okay. I got some uranium in my pocket, which that makes me happy. Protected on the walk out, and we're calling it good. We're gonna have to wrap this one up. Back in the shop though, we'll check this stuff out, and we can look at it under ideal conditions, not the woods at night. It's been a couple of days. We're back from the mine, and to kind of give you a little bit of a reading on it, this is the background counts per minute out here in the shop. Being in Northeast Washington, 10 to 30-ish is pretty normal. And if we take the specimens that we collected, and this is a good example of time, distance, and shielding. You know, here we are, that's about a foot, right? And as we move this closer, we will start to detect more and more radiation coming off of this. One thing that is important to point out, this is not a super expensive Geiger counter. People, every time I show it, people point that out. They're like, go buy this $1,500 unit, it's better. Well, yes, I can't debate that. Not bad, right?
Does the plastic of the jar contain it, sort of?
The plastic of the jar can stop alpha particles, but beta and gamma particles will go right through the plastic. So I'm not going to leave the clicker on this whole time because it does get a little annoying. But from what I have tested with what we collected, we're topping out around 4,000 counts per minute, which fairly significant. You know, it's significantly higher than background. But as you saw, I'm basically holding the Geiger counter right next to it.
Don't sleep with it under your pillow.
Yes, yeah. So that's why it's totally fine to collect and enjoy radioactive minerals, because once we pull the Geiger counter away, I mean, you'll watch it drop right back down. We don't have to let it climb all the way up. I don't see the point in that, but we can move it right here, and it will take a little bit of time to tick down, but we'll just let that happen. Let's check out a couple of these specimens because they are cool looking. Probably the big one. That is a nice shot right there because you can very clearly see that it is like stacked little books, stacked little sheets of it. Yeah, and these little guys will get mounted up and enjoyed. Let's, real quick, we will try to look at these fluorescing under the microscope. So lights on and long wave light on there. You can kind of see that thing popping off. Well, a couple of interesting things that you mentioned when we were out there was it was almost like it would have been better to be out there just at dusk.
Yeah. The lights were very bright when it was completely dark.
I kind of feel like the UV beast was a little too much.
Yeah, it was so bright you almost couldn't see the green coming because it was just such a bright white spot on the ground.
Versus the Stymac engineering light, it's a little low key, which, you know, there's a good reason to maybe have one of each. You know.
The UV piece was good if we're looking at a wall kind of far away from
Yes.
us.
Yeah, like I've taken this into mines before, and when you're looking at something that's 20 feet away, it's pretty good. Pretty good. This has started to calm down, and we're at 100 CPM, and we're like 4 inches away-ish. So, you know, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, but, you know, still, that's something to be mindful of. Mostly the dust. So you can see right here on the microscope, I picked up that specimen and it left behind little bits, and that is what we do not want. We do not want little bits floating around. So the safe handling of it is the important part. Yeah, it's really lighting up right there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I like going out and doing this type of stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. Good to go out there at night with the lights and find what we could find. And if we went out there again, I'm sure we could find even more. Now we got a better idea.
Yeah, there wasn't material everywhere. So,
It's very concentrated, and now we know, so we won't waste time if we go out there again.
I feel like almost that could kind of apply to most UV hunting. Like if we were out on, was it Lake Michigan, looking for Uper lights, probably like that dusk time is probably good.
It's a
I don't know.
Short window of time, though.
Yeah.
It got dark quick.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And with that said, we will leave this one here. Go check out the website, currently rockhounding.com. There's always lots and lots of good stuff popping up there all the time. And I'll catch you on the next video.